AQ's Blog and Grill.
Hi, and welcome to AQ's Blog and Grill. Today we've got Glen Drummond here. So Glen, welcome back.
Thanks, Al. Great to be here.
This is great. So people are chatting and people are talking about and people are writing about this role of Chief Marketing Officer. I think what's interesting and what's emerging is how the CMO role is migrating or is being influenced or is actually moving directly into the kind of the Chief Technology Officer space or the Chief Information Officer space. There seems to be some sort of merging happening there. What do you think about this?
Well, I've heard some people, most recently at the Customer Experience Forum in Miami, there were some presentations talking about this phenomena. Gartner has written about it to say that by 2017, the IT spend of the Chief Marketing Officer will exceed the IT spend of the Chief Information Officer in the organization. Mm-hmm. And we live in an industry that, in some ways is a footnote to that great Wall Street Journal ad that says, I know that half the money I spend on advertising is wasted, I just don't know which half. Right. Well, every layer of technology that we see coming in from the most advanced content management software that allows for personalization of content, marketing automation, Salesforce automation, the ecosystem in that technology stack that's aimed at the Chief Marketing Officer and people reporting into that function. All of it is intended to create optimization, scale, using analytic feedback to correct errors and improve incrementally on those errors. There is one thing, though, that's I think worthy of note, and that is that the reason this area has been so prone to error in the past is because it ultimately deals with intuition and an understanding of human motivation and the relationship of motivation and behavior. Right. And where software that historically has been able to say you take inventory software and you say, well, an inventory of customers is analogous to an inventory of boxes in a warehouse, let's say. But a box in a warehouse is a physical object, and a prospective customer is a relational entity. And being really critical about the interrogation of our assumptions that goes into the configuration of that software, I think is going to determine whether any particular CMO has a long and sustained run, or is ultimately held to account for a set of investments that should have worked based on the promises of the software, right, but didn't because of the flimsiness of the assumptions that were used in employing that software. And I think it's a really important challenge for us.
Oh, interesting. So I'm going to make a wild-ass prediction right here and say that by 2015, 2017, 5 years out, that the CMO will actually be the Chief Customer Officer.
The names of the roles and so on, even the terms that we use like marketing, customer experience and so on, mm-hmm, they're subject to great morphing pressure through trends and so on. But there is one reality, and that is that the purpose of an organization is to create and sustain customer relationships. Right. And that's not going away. The challenge, I think, that is presented to us when we are starting to use this incredibly sophisticated technology is that as we do, it really interrogates some of our earlier practices. I mean, we have to ask ourselves, will models like
demographics
or even simple behavioral feedback provide enough insight to truly personalize that content? Right. And I think the answer is no, we have to go deeper.
AQ's Blog and Grill.